Whilst the country is in turmoil, Keir Starmer is nowhere to be seen. I mean, there's quite a lot going on. I mean, just a couple of hundred prisoners have been released mistakenly. Rachel Reeves just came out today and stated that she's going to hike income tax, despite them saying that they're not going to be putting taxes up. And then, of course, Islamists running riot in Birmingham, making the place a no-Jew zone. Just state a few of the things that are currently going on in this country. Keir Starmer nowhere to be seen, as stated. Instead, he's in Brazil, 5,000 miles away, delivering a speech on basically telling us that we shouldn't be taking flights and need to be careful about the environment. Yes, America, China, India have all swerved this nonsense, but Keir Starmer finds himself out there preaching. I mean, liberal logic it just baffles me, it really does. I mean, Keir Starmer, I think, has visited his 26th country now, or 26th place that he's gone as Prime Minister. This guy is a jet setter and most certainly a grifter. He's never in the country to deal with our problems. You know, everything would be all right if the place was in a good state, but it's in turmoil. It genuinely is. Let's have a little listen to tone-deaf Keir Starmer essentially speak to people at this conference. As stated, 5,000 miles away, telling us that they're with us and that we need to be more conscious on what we're doing for the environment. Liberal leaders really lost the plot. It just makes no sense. The irony in all of this. Have a watch.
Colleagues and friends, 10 years ago, the world came together in Paris, united in our determination to tackle the climate crisis. A consensus that was based on science that is unequivocal. And this unity was not just international, it was there within most of our countries. There was a cross-party consensus in the United Kingdom. The only question was, how fast could we go? Today, sadly, that consensus is gone, with some arguing that this isn't the time to act, and saying that tackling climate change can wait. But my question is this: can energy security wait too? Can bill payers wait? Can we win the race for green jobs and investment by going slow? Of course not. Inaction would only deepen these problems, drive prices higher, leave the call of opportunity unanswered, and leave our communities exposed to greater instability, flooding, rising food prices, growing migration flows, and growing threats to national security. Just look at the tragic destruction brought by Hurricane Melissa. Lives lost, homes, livelihoods, entire communities destroyed, islands just trapped in its devastating path. And so we say today to our friends in Jamaica and across the Caribbean, we stand with you. And look, there is a better path for all of us. We can choose to rise to this moment and to recognize that this is not just a problem to be solved, but also an immense opportunity to be seized. So the UK is doubling down on the fight against climate change. As an investment in future generations, yes, of course, but also crucially, as an investment in improving the lives of working people here and now. Our aim is very simple: to make energy a source not of vulnerability, but of strength, an engine to create thousands of new jobs, bring down household bills, and end, once and for all, our exposure to volatile fossil fuel markets and dictators like Putin who seek to weaponize them. Everything we're doing here is about seizing that opportunity, renewing our nation to deliver for our people. We will bring these opportunities home, not by lowering our ambition here, but by raising it. That's why at COP last year, I announced our world-leading, nationally determined contribution, aligned with delivering the Paris Agreement in full. I urge other leaders to do the same, as the best chance we have of limiting temperature rise to 1.5 degrees.
I mean, that was that was groundbreaking knowledge. As I said, do as I say, not as I do. I mean, I shouldn't care. I mean, the whole point of COP there, by the way, couldn't care just appear over a web link and deliver that speech. I mean, it wasn't exactly that insightful, was it? It was the same recycled garbage that we hear every single year. And the UK doubling down, of course, at the expense of its people. Energy prices currently the highest in the United Kingdom at this moment in time, whilst we're rich with North Sea oil reserves, which would bring that energy prices down if they didn't tax it to oblivion and allowed us to drill there, as Donald Trump has advocated for many, many times. But they're so down this road of, green energy and net zero, that it's almost become like an unhealthy obsession, which is at the detriment to his own people. But yeah, Keir, do as I say, not as I do. And this is currently what the British people think of him. Bonfire night. That's what the people think of Keir back home, as he's swanning off 5,000 miles away. Keir Starmer, big win-win in Brazil, promised that all the UK will be all in. Funny how being all in always means we pay more energy while he flies around the world telling us off. Climate virtue signalling is an expensive hobby for the liberal elite. No thanks. Exactly. It is pretty damn crazy as to how they go around things and say stuff. Whilst prisoners run riot in Britain and Chancellor Rachel Reeves plans the bankruptcy of the UK, our Prime Minister is 5,000 miles away telling a bunch of climate fanatics, I'm all with you. Has he noticed that the US, China and India swerved this? Exactly. And by the way, Sadiq Khan's there. Why does Sadiq Khan need to be there? Sadiq Khan's currently out there as well. You couldn't make that up. What's he got anything to do? To do with anything? Mental. So much hatred and what an absolute idiot. But it's the liberal logic, guys. It's the liberal logic. Do as I say, not as I do. I will take some more flights. Just wait till digital ID's implemented. And he wants to go further and faster to cracking down and protecting climate change, as he limits use to just 3 flights per year, or if you're lucky, maybe 2. But yeah, that's the way we're moving, especially with digital ID on the horizon. But Keir, biggest hypocrite ever. That disaster speech could have just been delivered over a webcam. I mean, they do the same thing every year. That's not just Keir jetting in. All the climate activists are jetting in as well for a meeting. Could that not be done on a Skype call? You know, if they're that climate friendly, they're that all for the environment, shouldn't that, the amount of carbon in the air there. Could have been done on a Skype call and live streamed. There you go. That's an incentive for you climate guys. But guys, what do you make of that? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.